press conference. Alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense is on the field for the first time today. Just about the time the Aggies said howdy, they said goodbye to the Razorbacks, winning in a blowout the last time these two met.
It was a beatdown, and Woo Pig had nothing to say. And here's the thing. Since A&M has joined the SEC, it's been a very one-sided rivalry. A&M has had a ton of success. Arkansas has not. They got to prove it on this stage today.
A&M's been gigging them, no question about it, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. So Arkansas has got to be able to find momentum early in the game. They've got to start fast in this one to have a chance.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Dropping back, it's Winston. Zips it out to his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw it. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate?
Hey, what's going on, Max? Sorry about that. I was locked in, bro. How you doing?
Right in his grill, Jesse.
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Completes it in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Woollyhan. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead,
they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll try to tack on one more. the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Spillman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wide receiver going in motion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone. second down. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got his man on the outside. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything...
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Got his man quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Spillman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
That's caught. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Winston. Here comes the heat. Complete on the comeback. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And Arkansas ready to send out this